This morning on today's Consumer, your guide to the fall real estate market.
And it's kicking off with encouraging news. Mortgage rates are falling, with the 30-year fixed rate now at its lowest point in nearly a year.
This is good news. Here with everything buyers, sellers, and owners need to know, NBC's senior business correspondent Christine Romans. Christine, so what are we hearing about these mortgage rates?
The housing market has been in a deep freeze for about 3 years. Signs of thawing, maybe. You've got these mortgage rates falling a bit here. 11-month low, 6.29% is the 30-year fixed. 15-year fixed, 5.7. For some perspective, back in April, it was like 7.5% for a mortgage. So that's some significant savings if you are able to lock in a lower mortgage rate here. But still, affordability has been a real problem for a very, very long time. You've got most zip codes. Frankly, people with median income can't afford to buy a house right now. So we're hoping this is a movement in the right direction.
Meanwhile, next week, you've got the Fed Reserve that's meeting, and it's widely expected that they will cut that key benchmark rate. What could that do to the housing market?
In part, these mortgage rates are falling in anticipation of the Fed cutting those rates. But maybe it'll be the first in a series of rate cuts. And that would be good news for the American housing market. Again, a housing market that has just been frozen solid for buyers and for sellers here. But those mortgage rates coming down, if you look at a typical loan, let's say a $500,000 loan, you put 20% down on a $500,000 loan. The difference between earlier this year and today on that same mortgage is a few $100 a month. So that's real savings for the housing budget if we can see these mortgage rates continue to fall.
So with this in mind, then, is now the time to get into the market?
You know, if you need to move for your job or you're trying to find a better school, I mean, then yes, you should try to find a way to move into this mortgage market right now. But that said, mortgage rates could be lower in the months ahead. I'm a big fan of a 30-year fixed rate mortgage because I'm very boring and I take no risk. But there are adjustable rate mortgages. If you think that mortgage rates are going to continue to fall and you need to move, you can explore some of those kinds of products.
Really quickly, refinancing.
Yeah, you know, if you have at least a percentage point difference in your mortgage, you can start to think talking about mortgage rate, rather. You can start to think about refinancing. More than 1% is better because then you get more savings and you don't just pay a big closing cost for not very much value.
Okay, Christine,
nice to see you guys.
Thank you.
Good to see you as well.
Hey, thanks for watching.